Hey guys, it's Jenny, CEO of AGELESS CHIC Magazine. Today I wanted to talk briefly about the problems of Covid-19. We've all heard what Covid-19 is. My concern with Covid-19 is that it's currently being labeled as the boomer remover. On behalf of, as you know, AGELESS CHIC Magazine disrupts aging. We are a movement against ageism, so this strikes a chord to us. We want to make sure that you understand that when you say boomer remover or it's an old person's disease, be very careful because you are segregating and discriminating against somebody who is 50, 60, 70 years old. That's called ageism. It's discrimination in age. What's been happening is media actually has a big role to play with this, emphasizing the elderly being affected, but it's not just the elderly. Everyone can be affected by the Covid-19. In fact, this past Saturday, a newborn was born with the Covid-19 because the mother, when she went into labor, she had it as well. So this is not a elderly disease. This is not just a senior disease. So we have to be very careful. Now, there's reasons why it might affect elderly population a little bit more than our 20, 30-year-olds, but that's because of nature. Naturally, our natural body changes over time. Hormones come into play, our metabolism changes as each year goes by, our immune system changes as each year goes by. Our body enters different stages in life. Whether you're a teenager, pregnancy, your body changes. Your body from a 30 to a 40-year-old will change. 40 to 50-year-old will change. So our body is prone to changing as we go. That's just Mother Nature, right? So it's not a numbers, and this is what I want to stress. COVID-19 is not a numbers illness. It has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with the state that your body is in. And that's where we have to be very, very careful. Okay? So let me repeat that. COVID-19, it is not a boomer remover, which is what it's being called now by millennials and Gen Z generation, which, you have to be a little bit more sensitive to that. It is not a virus that only targets the elderly. No, it targets everyone. It just means that the elderly might be a little bit more susceptible to it because our body changes, okay, as each year goes by. And it depends on the state that your body's in. You can have easily a 70-year-old who has a perfect healthy body and a 20-year-old who has a mediocre body. Well, the 20-year-old is at risk. That's why we cannot label COVID-19 as a senior illness, as a boomer remover, or comments that I've also been hearing, especially by this comedian who appeared in Trevor Noah Comedy Central, which I do love Trevor Noah, Jabuki Young White, who actually did a segment and he said, "Kiss your blank goodbye, old man." You have to be very careful and show a little bit more respect. I know you're trying to get laughs and likes. I mean, there's that popular song that went viral on TikTok called "Okay Boomer" by Peter Cooley. It is a very insulting song. I understand that it's freedom of speech and it's how you feel. However, you have to be a little bit more sensitive because what you're doing by saying "Okay Boomer," using phrases like boomer remover, and labeling COVID-19 as the senior illness or the senior for the old. You have to be careful because you're discriminating. You're discriminating against certain individuals. You're stereotyping certain individuals. And I have witnessed it. I've been in restaurants where people will actually stay away and not sit near some seniors. So we have to be careful not to ostracize that generation. It's a very, very valuable generation to us. We have to show respect among one another and not label a certain illness that belongs to a particular group. Regardless of race, age, religion, it doesn't matter. We are in it together. We are a human race. We have to take care of one another. And for those millennials and the younger people that are out there going to bars and say, "Oh, well, if I get sick, I get sick, who cares?" Please be a little bit more self-conscious because you do have parents in that age bracket, if you want to say it that way, and grandparents that I'm sure you would not want anything to happen to. So be a little bit more considerate. And again, you guys, it's all about working together, making sure that we're conscious in what we say, because what we say has a lot of repercussions in how the rest of society will take it.